What's up, guys? I made it to the top. I don't know if you can hear me. The wind might be a little strong up here. Just to let you know, and the microphones might catch a lot of that. But I made it to the top of White Rocks. So that's what I'm looking at. Took some pretty good photos. And I mean, it's panoramic. Up here, you can see for miles and miles and miles. You see Terry Peak way out there in the distance. On this other side, hold on, let me stand up. You see the flats out there, some of the buttes, and of course there's Bear Butte out that direction. And this is why I love living here, for this view. Where else? Where else? I mean, I love it. Although, I mean, there are other places you can get a pretty good panoramic view of a lot of cool stuff. I've been to the Grand Canyon before, so yeah, I was way down there. That's where the little Seth Bullock's grave was down there. Way down there in that little clearing is the cemetery. So it goes down on that backside of that one hill. So if you come to Mount Moriah Cemetery, you're about halfway there. It's not that hard of a climb, unless you're short-winded or elderly, maybe. If you're young, you can make it. There is a road on the backside that kind of leads up. I just decided to climb it from there because it was just not that far for me, really. But yeah, you can see that was like Deadwood Mountain Grand. Over there's the hospital. There is the Franklin, historic Franklin on Main Street. Walk over here. This is where it gets kind of windy. There's Cadillac Jacks. Over there is First Gold. Up on the backside of that hill would be the Lodge in Deadwood. Some of the biggest casinos here. Pretty much named them off. Tin Lizzie's is down there. They're building a whole nother thing onto it, I'm guessing. And then there's Main Street. So right down in that area is where the Franklin is, or Oyster Bay, and where Wild Bill was shot, actually, is where the original Slough number 10 is. It's on that side of the Main Street, so I can actually see the top of the building. Can't really see the front of it because they're at the wrong angle. But yeah, even from up here you can see the rodeo grounds, which is kind of cool. It's down over there. Yeah, you can see a lot of things, and you can see what the fire did to the Black Hills in the early 2000s. I mean, look at that. That's all you see is just the dirt hillside. I mean, it's pretty bad. That was all fire, which kind of sucks that it demolished that much. It goes all the way up that direction. At least this part was saved. All of that was saved. All heading that direction was still saved. It all really started down in that gulch down in that area and worked its way this way and started coming north. And it's kind of cool watching some of the slurry bombers cruise through. And the firefighters are up in that area and trying to knock it down. You could actually see the fires kicking up at night, which was kind of creepy. I mean, you could see trees just kind of go up in flames, like little matchsticks. It was kind of weird. Because we live way over there, past that, right in, where is it? No, that's the wrong one. Over here, the Homestake. Those are the shafts. the Yates and the Ross shafts. They're actually in line right now, so you can't really see them both. They're actually like right in line. So it looks like one shaft out there. It's kind of funny. But we live on the next hill over, so we actually had a pretty good view of a lot of the fire when it actually happened. And I remember that one day. We thought somebody's house caught on fire because we could see the smoke, and then next thing you know, the whole hillside just started up, and it was pretty bad. It took off. It was a dry year that year. We've had a couple dry years after that too, which kind of sucks. But as you can see right now, it's kind of wet. And they, like I said, they predict a snowstorm coming through tonight into tomorrow. I think the snowstorm or advisory or the warning is for 5 o'clock tomorrow, which is Saturday, the 11th. And we expect 6 to 12 inches in the Northern Hills, which we usually get, which kind of sucks. But when you want it to be a little warmer so you can go out on these trails and just enjoy nature, yeah, it sucks when you can't do that because you're surrounded by feet and feet of snow. But yeah, you have to kind of shimmy your way up these little natural trails up to this top here. You're gonna go stand on that one over there. I was standing over here taking a lot of pictures on this one. They have a I think that's like a weather thing, which is kind of cool. I'd recommend you don't screw with it if you're up here. You know, it probably costs a lot of money. But on the back side of this hill, there's the old road we used to take and come up here. Goes that way and kind of zigzags through that area and leads you right up to the back side of this mountain. But like I said, I didn't take that one. There's the Days of 76 Museum down there. We used to cruise through there and come up. I think it brings you over here, which, you know, you could see it from, well, back in the day we couldn't see nothing because this was all covered in trees. But yeah, you can see it now. It's just bare and it kind of sucks. I wish I could plant some trees in the whole hillside somehow. Just start making them grow again. Because that just looks horrible. All the way through that valley. Except for that little area there. Maybe they planted their own trees again, I don't know. Those look like, pine trees. They look like spruces. But, alright. Oh. Sorry guys, my straps flying around in the wind. Let's get down in here where it's less windy. And you guys can kind of see. You know, I just kind of zigzagged my way up this trail. It goes down. There's a natural trail on the backside of this hill, but once you get down there, it's kind of easy. Yeah, I mean that is a steep incline to climb up, which kind of sucks. But yeah, look at all that. This is the way I climbed up. There's a trail that goes that way. Boy, they were calling for snow. I would probably get my my hammock, because I do have my hammock in my backpack. I carry that thing with me everywhere I go now. Maybe tie it to one of these trees and tie it to another tree and just kind of camp here. Because it looked like fun, but yeah, they're calling for wet weather, and you can actually kind of see it way out there in the distance. Oh, look at that. Oh, I've never seen a duck fly this high. Alright, well, so this is what most people call White Rocks. It's above Deadwood. Like I said, you can climb up here and check it out. It's worth the view, trust me. And if you have a really good camera, taking some pretty awesome pictures. I wish the lighting was a little better. But I'm sure that's my sister calling me, so I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to head back down the hill. See ya. Bye. Alright, see you guys. There's a trail that leads from the grave of Wild Bill Hickok, and if you want to take that route, it's actually pretty cool because it leads you right along this hill. Goes down there, connects with the old trail that leads back down in that direction. You can actually see it kind of zigzag that way, and it goes down, and it connects to this road over here, which is on the back side of this hill, which got all burnt out. But it connects there, leads right through here, and then it leads right up there. There is a turnaround spot just a little further up, and then you can, like if you're doing ATVs or maybe a four-wheeler, dirt bike, something like that, you can park it right up there and then just walk up to White Rocks. This is kind of the terrain that you're going to go through. If you decide to drive like a four-wheel drive, you might want a pretty good-sized pickup with some good-ass tires to get you up this hill because it's kind of rutted and rocky. I'm not 100% sure if they actually still allow vehicles to come up this way. They used to back in the day, but I'm not 100% sure if this is considered a like a Firewise trail or anything of that nature. But yeah, that leads right up to the backside of the White Rocks that overlooks Deadwood. So if you want to walk that trail, it comes right around, comes up this way, and it's probably the easiest way to get up there from the grave of Wild Bill Hickok. And it's actually it's easier than trying to walk on the grass and all this stuff. That there's some deer trails, but yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. But anyways, this is how you can actually get up there way easier. And climbing that pretty steep grade that I showed you earlier, that thing is massive. It goes straight up. But of course, this video is going to be kind of cut in the middle of the one video I shot below to the one video I shot above. That way I can show you just kind of how this trail is. And like I said, I think four-wheel drive or ATVs, maybe even dirt bikes, would probably be the easiest if you're going to come up here using a motorized vehicle. Four-wheel drive with really good tires and something kind of high that can clear a lot of these ruts. But yeah, it goes that way and it goes back down and follows that trail all the way back down the hill. And this one leads me back over to the grave of Wild Bill Hickok and leads me back down through the cemetery where my car is parked on the other side of this hill down there. So, just a little FYI, guys, if you decide to come up to visit White Rocks, there are easier ways than trying to climb that and use the deer trails, because the deer trails are pretty thin, and of course they have better shoes than most people and can climb steeper grades. So I'd say stick to the trail or the road, I guess it'd be, and that'll lead you around to a, like I said, a little parking area that's right up on over that hill right there. So other than that, I am making my way back down the hill and hopefully going to get to my car, go home and eat something. Try not to go anywhere else because, you know, of course, quarantine, everybody's under lockdown. Like I said, my social distancing is getting out, walking a trail, taking some pretty good photos, and checking out nature itself. Took some photos of a chipmunk. The zoom on this camera, guys, I gotta tell you, is awesome. Like I had stated before, I bought this camera for quite a bit of money. I saved up and decided just to pull the trigger and buy it, and I did. And like I stated, I kind of had buyer's remorse after I bought it because I didn't use it as much as I thought I was going to. And then it turns out it has a wicked zoom on it and takes pretty crystal clear pictures. It's got Wi-Fi, all these pretty cool things. It's a Nikon Coolpix P900. If anybody's ever seen that thing, the zoom on it is 83 times. It's an optical zoom. It's got full HD for video, which is what I kind of wanted. I also wanted like a regular camera. I mean, I can interchange lenses with and whatnot, but this is actually, it kind of takes care of best of both worlds. I just have to figure out how to use the aperture and different lighting and stuff like that. That'd be fun to do and learn that stuff. Most of my pictures are just pictures of it's on like on auto mode, so it does it itself. I haven't touched up any of my pictures before, but I wanted to try and just kind of touch up one of my photos and see if it changes it in any way. See, this is one of the paths I was talking about, like the deer paths that kind of lead straight up. That leads right over to that parking spot, and you can come down this one if you want. Like I said, you might want to have better shoes or boots than mine. And then of course there's the grave of Wild Bill down there. So this leads pretty much right down the hill, and then my car is down that steep embankment on that other side of the graveyard, which is where I'll start heading down towards once I cross this rut. And see how it's kind of all rutted up, and looks like an ATV. Try to make it through here. There's some tracks in the mud. But I can't wait, guys. I can't wait for summer. I so want to go camping. I want to do some more trails. I want to go out of state eventually, whenever maybe this whole travel ban is lifted. I want to go to like Colorado. I want to go towards the south. And of course, my sister lives in Virginia, and I want to go back down there. My niece is getting married in the fall, so I'm definitely going to have to go down there and make a trip down there so I can watch her get married. I was there when she was born. I was there watching her, and I helped raise her a little bit for a year. And then of course I got to see her grow up into the woman that she is today. And I'm going to get to see her get married, which is kind of cool and kind of sad because I'm not married. I don't have any children. And of course, I don't really have any plans on it, just saying. And yeah. But let's see. So this trail right here that I'm walking down, it's just kind of steep, leads me right over to the grave. And then I want to actually walk down this one. This one will lead me right to that beginning of the trailhead that leads into the cemetery. So I'm just going to stay on this one, keep walking down, like I said, you could feel the temperature drop quite a bit. It actually dropped. And then it's getting a little colder out, which kind of sucks. And the wind's picking up. But yeah, that was my little trek up to the White Rocks. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please like, share, subscribe to my channels. It helps me get out there. Helps me. What is that? It lets me know that I'm doing something right. Doing. I really hope that's just where they dumped the rock, and that's not like a like a makeshift grave. I'm not digging around on it to find out. But anyways, like I said, like, share, leave a comment. Tell me if I'm doing alright. Tell me if you love the video. Tell me if you hate the video. Tell me if you like the video and you just hate me. I don't care. I do read them. I do respond sometimes if I get to them quick enough. And I will definitely try to make more when the weather gets a little nicer. And like I said, when the travel ban comes up and we are able to move again, I will go full force into making my YouTube videos again. Because right now I am out of a job. So, but I'm a non-essential person. At least my sister is, so she's a nurse. But, like I said, guys, like, share, love ya, and I'll see you later. Bye.